Welcome back, everybody. Today, I have the pleasure to receive Alexandre Besson. So I invited Alexandre Besson because he's launching an accelerator in Hong Kong in a couple of days. And I think it's really interesting for you guys, especially if you are based here in Hong Kong and you want to start a business or you have a business, you want to grow it, to listen to what he has to say. So Alexandre is a former fashion executive. So he worked in fashion industry for many years. Yeah. Hence the styling. He worked in fashion for all his career, basically, and he recently reconverted to entrepreneurship advisory. So he helps entrepreneurs to grow their business. Definitely. Or start as well, right?
Mostly grow existing business and grow.
So existing business to grow. And what he's launching now with his company is a new accelerator in Hong Kong, helping those entrepreneurs that wants to structure a bit the idea, reflect their business to actually do it, basically. Definitely. So I invited him to talk about this today. So maybe first, Alex, you can start introducing a little bit what is Impactified, like basically the franchise that you took for Hong Kong, and then eventually, what is this accelerator you're launching, and why is it so interesting?
Sure. So basically, Impactified is a SME advisory. Mm-hmm. We work with business owners and their team in order to help them structure a business that works for them and turn their company into a valuable financial asset. Mm-hmm. So mostly what we do is we're here to actually help them unveil untapped potential. We work with leadership teams to uncover growth opportunity that might not be immediately visible. Mm-hmm. The point is to show them that it is possible to build a successful business and at the same time having a fulfilling personal life.
Mm-hmm. So now you guys are launching this accelerator, as I said before. What's interesting is the settings that you choose. No, so normally you go one-on-one, and here you're taking a group approach. Exactly. And the goal is actually to get the cost a bit lower, so it's more affordable and more people can actually join it.
Definitely. Right? So usually, yes, we do work one-on-one, and we also do team workshops. Mm-hmm. But for this accelerator, to make it highly accessible to people, we decided to organize group workshops. Mm-hmm. So what happened is, like, the more I network with different entrepreneurs, we realized that there was a need for smaller scale companies. Most of the expat people here in Hong Kong operating a business have team between, I would say, 1 to 6 people. Mm-hmm. So they're very hands-on with operation, which can be limiting for them because they don't really have the time to take a step back on their business and think about their strategy, possibly their exit strategy, and how to operate the business better in the sense that they can have balance in their life. Mm-hmm. So basically, the Growth Accelerator program, the GAP, if I may say, is based upon a simple formula. That is actually success equal strategic planning plus client engagement plus organization. Mm-hmm. So we start every quarter with a 90 days action plan to help them to set clear goals toward their business objective. Mm-hmm. The second step regarding the client engagement is not enough to just sell a service or a product. You need to be able to actually become master at conversion and client retention. So we teach them marketing strategies to help them to improve customer loyalty, basically, and their value proposition. The third pillar of the program is organizational, so operations. The point here is really to help them, give them method to automatize certain process, mm-hmm. and also possibly deconstruct their workflow so they can outsource certain part of the workflow so they free up time and they can focus more on the strategic aspect of the business, mm-hmm. than just being taking in day by day operations.
Okay.
This program is mainly targeting, I would say, small business owner, freelancers, solopreneurs, and startup founders who have limited resources. Okay, and the point is really to make them do what they don't do actually in their everyday work. So that is taking the step back so they can strategize the business.
The program repeats itself every 3
So
months.
that's the thing. The program is a year-long program, but it is structured in such a way that entrepreneurs can jump in at any time without missing any crucial concept. So it's like 3-month cycle. So the first session is about the strategic 90 days action plan. The second session will be more about the client's engagement. Well, I'll talk about sales and marketing, positioning, the persona, all those kind of things. And the third part is all about operational process, optimizing operational process. The good thing is that, as you mentioned, for the first 3 months, we made it very accessible. So it's like only 300 Hong Kong dollar a month. With this, every participant will have access to the tools, the resources, the workshops, and we also have a specific time slot to help them work on their sales pitch and outreach efforts.
So how many workshops in 1 month?
So it's going to be one workshop per month.
Per month.
It's 3-hour workshop per month. 2 hours, there's been mainly on the concept and
So
working
for the
on.
first few months, so the first 3 months is $300 per month, 3 hours workshop. Basically.
Yes.
So it's $100 per hour.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
so
makes
it's
it very
cheaper than
affordable.
cheaper than going to your yoga session. Basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. No, the point is really to make it accessible as much people as possible.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and after it moves to 3,000 per.
So
per
we
month.
want to make sure that we give as much value as possible, and in exchange we ask for testimony and referrals to be able to keep us going and being able to help other entrepreneurs as well. Then we want to make sure in those 90 days that you will actually position your business in a way that you're going to be able to acquire new customers and be able to have enough income to actually be able to continue the program.
Okay, cool. Anything else about the program that you want to add, or?
I think it's about it. The real struggle that people have with the business is that most of the time they start with a very technical profile. I would say they're very good at what they're doing. They saw a gap in the market. They grab a couple of clients. They start doing the thing themselves. Start doing the things themselves. Deliver the solution themselves, and very often they find themselves trapped. Actually, they recreated a job for themselves instead of recreating a business. So I would say the key for every entrepreneur starting a business is quickly understand the importance of the strategic planning and delegation, because the key of scaling a business is to make sure that you can focus on the strategy and managing the business and not doing the business yourself.
Yeah, that's one of the things I always say in my business. Like my goal as the founder and managing director of my business is to be as useless as possible. I always say that, like, I want to be as useless as possible. That doesn't mean I'm not useful to the business anymore, but basically by doing that, you slowly free yourself sometimes.
Exactly.
And you can think of how you grow the business, or you can see what will threaten the business. That's
Yes.
really important.
Yes.
Because if you keep taking the onboarding,
Clients,
you
yeah.
onboard the clients, you deliver the value yourself. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, but the problem is that you can't scale it.
Exactly.
It's just based on your own time, and
Exactly.
then you, as you said, you just get a job.
Yeah.
And then you don't see the big trends coming. Like
Because you
as an
don't have
entrepreneur.
that step back and you don't have that vision.
Yeah, as an entrepreneur, you have to be contemplating most of your time, not really working. I think my wife always make fun of me because in the morning I just take my coffee and I look like doing nothing for basically most of the morning. But
But
I'm
you
not
need
doing
that
nothing.
time.
I'm
Exactly.
thinking. I'm relaxing. I'm checking the news. I'm saying where's the business
See where's
going.
the direct direction of the business.
Exactly. I'm not opening my computer and start answering emails. I'm just taking a step back and just look what's going on today. And then especially at the
important.
moment. The last few years you get protests in Hong
Oh, it's
Kong,
been very
COVID,
complicated.
wars.
Definitely.
I mean, disruption of supply chain
Yeah.
with China, disruption of logistics, the Canal of Suez blocked for a month. You know, I mean, so many things happening. So you have
need to
keep
be
an eye.
able to be agile
Exactly.
and adapt to the economic system. I mean, the economics in general.
Yeah, but unfortunately, many entrepreneurs don't have the luxury to do that by themselves. So yeah, taking the time once a month.
They don't give themselves the luxury to do so.
Yeah, well, but you know, when you are starting as well,
of course, it's about shifting the mindset.
Yeah.
And this is the hardest point, and this is what we're trying to achieve with that program.
Because I think many entrepreneurs likes to think they need to work and hustle because there's this hustle culture.
Exactly.
But actually, they spend a lot of time doing things that are not that useful to the business. Yes, they work a lot. But if they look at what is really contributing to the business, both the top line and the bottom line, is not 100% of their time.
They wanna feel themselves busy and give the impression they're doing something, which is most of the time quite counterproductive.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's why I invited you today. I think it's really important.
Thanks for having me.
I love practice. I'm personally a pragmatic person, but I really enjoy to check theory and then to structure my thought. And I think these kind of workshops can actually help people that don't have this mindset naturally.
Yeah.
To start to think about the business and take the time out.
Unveil the blind spots,
exactly.
Realize what helps the business to grow, and focus their effort in what creates the growth, what creates the value for the customer.
Because sometimes 3 tips is all you need to change everything, you know, in a certain area.
There is 3 tips is what you need, but you need a framework so you can implement them to the business.
Obviously, yeah, I'm not saying that.
But I got your point, for sure.
Okay, so I think it's quite interesting. If you guys are interested by this accelerator, it's starting on the...
It's starting on the 15th of October. To be honest with you, we actually sold out already.
But you're opening more...
Yes. So the plan was to get 12 onboard 12 participants, but due to the demand, we're gonna actually extend it to 16 participants. So if you think that program is right for you, I encourage you to reach out to me on LinkedIn or to my WhatsApp 98209244.
It's okay. I will just put all the information in the description. I'll ask them to put all the link. All the links, everything, so that they can contact you. Maybe not your private phone, because you may. I mean, I can if you want. You know, it's up to you.
No.
I tell you, it's not a good idea, but you do whatever you want, mate.
Fair enough. The link is good.
Okay, I think we are good there. We know who you are, what you are doing. You know, so it's starting on the 15th. So if you're interested, just book your seat on there. And I personally see you in the next one. And thanks, Alex, for
having me
today. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck with your program.
Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.